So Drake, do you remember when you came on your visit-ish to play futsal? Do you remember that night?
Yes.
You do? That was at,
Not very well, but yeah.
do you know that that was the night that I came on my visit? Do you know that?
No, I don't remember that.
You know, all I remember is I walked into the perk and there's everybody circled up and I just hear, yeah, I got to play center back against Michigan State, or that was you?
Yeah.
You wanna
Yeah.
walk us through your debut center back at against Michigan State?
Yeah, sure. Um, so we'll just kind of just recap like my playing experience kind of. So I've always just been a pretty mobile player. So for a long time growing up, I was kind of like a winger where I would kind of just track up and down the outside of the field, kind of whip crosses in, try to be a little creative in the attack for the most part. Growing into probably more of like a striker role or kind of a withdrawal forward as I got into like high school and things. And I had some other players around me that fit the more of a winger a little bit better. So I was creating a little more through the midfield. When I got to, and that's another thing I'll hit on, I guess, too, is just playing at a higher level. There's a chance that you're going to be played in a position that you're not comfortable with. And I was warned of that ahead of time. I had a coach that was like, if you go to a smaller school, you probably have the quality to play as an attacker, but if you go to a bigger school, a lot of times you're going to get converted to like an outside back or a center back. Like you're tall, technical, like fast, and the kids that play as in the attackers in this level are just that much better, and you just have to be so creative and so quick and cheeky in general. So I kind of knew that that might happen. So from the get go, it was like they tried me mostly outside back, and which was nice. I mean, you do get to see the whole field and things, but it came time for preseason games. So regardless of if you are a redshirt or not, you can play in preseason games. And we had a couple of games. It was like we played against Indiana Tech, which is an local NAIA school. And I got to play there. I played left back for a while. Didn't go too bad. I enjoyed it. I was able to actually get up and down the field. I remember I put a shot on frame, was able to kind of work the ball around, and felt okay. You know, I was like, this isn't really what I'm used to, but gets me on the field. It was fun. So I enjoyed that. And then a lot of times, so we hosted a tournament. It was called the Shindigs tournament. It's just a local company that sponsors it. And there's always like IU is usually there. Ohio State can be there. Michigan State, Notre Dame, whatever. So they always try to put on like a couple pretty big schools, sell some tickets, you know, get a cool atmosphere in the Fort Wayne area, some pretty big schools. So a lot of times that meant that one of them would end up playing PFW, just kind of give you a chance to play that next level program. So the year I was there, we got scheduled for Michigan State. And I was like, oh, you know, this is going to be so cool, whatever. Didn't really anticipate playing, to be honest with you. I just didn't think we would. It was pretty close game overall. You know, I don't know exactly what level Michigan State had out there, but certainly, you know, the guys that I remember marking because I did get out there, I looked them up just to see kind of what I was against. So basically, coach calls me over. He's like, how do you feel about playing center back? And I said, imagine you're about to get subbed in against a Big Ten school and you look your coach in the face and you say, I've never done it before, but I will try, because that was me. So I was just like, yeah, like I'll give it a go. So I get in, and then they make another sub in the back line too. So it's like me and another kid, just not the most experienced. He was like probably a sophomore or junior, just wasn't a consistent minutes guy. So get in, and it's just like I don't think we conceded, but I specifically remember, yeah, we held it down in the back for sure. But I specifically remember like running. We ran into each other like the two center backs, and like I had to get like a wrist X-ray because it like I thought I broke my wrist. It was bad, but like I said, did not concede, so that's always a positive. But I mean, it's just like at some point it just becomes any other game. I think the nerves before are the biggest thing, but once you get out there, your instinct is like, you're just playing soccer, and then you remove yourself again from the situation. You're like, okay, I just played Michigan State. So I Googled the kid that was the forward, and he was like a fifth year redshirt senior. So just like, guy has 5 years of Big Ten experience, and like I graduated high school 3 months ago. So it was intimidating, but it was super fun.